Hey guys! Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of that Cybert channel. I'm Dan Cybert, and kids, don't snap in battle. It's not good for you or your camera. Recently, Kingdom Hearts 3 released a trailer revealing a brand new photo mode. Because every time is a good time to sneak in a selfie. It seems more and more that photo mode is becoming a staple of any major title, even if it doesn't make a whole lot of sense in the world. Who knew that Kratos could smile even if he's not destroying stuff? Learning every day. Well, that got me thinking about why photo mode has become even more and more popular recently. And it could possibly be because of one thing: marketing. Photo mode has actually been around a lot longer than you might think. People have been doing stupid stuff with pause screens going back all the way to Smash Bros. 64. I mean, you pissed everyone off because you paused just as someone was trying to recover, Tom! It wasn't until later that games would actually start rolling out specific modes to capture and share pictures of characters looking like they're merging or having sweet, tender moments with each other. One of the earliest examples of photo mode dates back to 2007 with Halo 3's theater mode. Halo had already become a major staple of machinima with Red vs. Blue, and Bungie wanted to give players an opportunity to create their own beautiful pieces of art. Or your deaths. Since then, photo modes and theater modes have become more and more commonplace in gaming, whether it be play of the game with Overwatch or snagging a selfie with a Lionel that's about to murder your face. The PS4, Xbox One, and Switch even went as far as adding some form of share button on their controller, making sure that you can post your favorite moments to social media at any given time. This would be one of the key components that would create the cheapest and best marketing we've ever seen. So if you're a publisher of a game, how do you build hype after the launch rather than plastering it all over IGN? To be fair, it doesn't seem as bad anymore, but still, oof. Well, once the game is out, it's all about word of mouth. Getting gamers to talk about your game and convince their friends to pick it up. And what better way to help talk up the game than giving players the ability to show off their favorite moments? We just had a recent example of this too, Spiderman. When this game came out, my Twitter feed was nothing but pictures from the game. Finding the pride flag, shirtless Spiderman, and other random pictures flooded my feed. Okay, I'm going to admit something that I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for, so I wasn't hyped about Spider-Man.
Boo! You suck.
Boo this man!
How dare you?
You didn't get it either!
Yeah, well, I would have gotten it if you bought it. Boo! F***ing boo!
Thanks, guys. But see, that's the exact thing. I personally felt like I was a bad gamer. Stop writing in the comments. Through everyone posting their experience about the game and showing off their finds, I felt like I was missing out. The FOMO was too real. Is that the real term? The term sounds stupid, but that's exactly how effective this form of marketing is. Build the initial hype and then let those guys flood their friends' feeds with tons of posts about the game. And with photo mode, those posts become more effective. It's much easier for a person to take in a photograph than to read. It's the same sort of feeling you get when looking at other people's pictures of vacations, events, or life milestones. Social media jealousy. You see all these awesome things other people are doing, which leads to comparing yourself to them, and in your mind, you're thinking, why isn't my life that cool? Then in reality, they're doing the same thing looking at you saying, why isn't my life that neat? I don't struggle with this, you struggle with this. This is that to a lesser degree, and why once Spider-Man posts began, I felt like I was in the wrong.
You were incredibly wrong. You still suck.
You're a literal disappointment.
I think they got it covered in the comments, guys.
I hope you get demonetized.
Why would you say that? It's a brilliant marketing strategy, incredibly effective, and yet at the same time, I don't see this as a bad thing. It's easy to think that being sold something is inherently bad. I know I feel that way to a certain degree. Nothing feels worse than being engaged with a post just to find out that it's trying to get you to buy something. We understandably don't like being deceived. This, however, it's a little different. It's not necessarily the company trying to sell you on the product. This is the audience as a group deciding whether the game is good or not. One of my favorite things about the internet is that we as a collective can quickly separate good games from bad games. When No Man's Sky came out and realized its initial release was hot garbage, it was quickly tossed into the fire with Twitter lighting up with negative posts. Honestly, it saved me $60, though I hear it has gotten better. But when a game comes out the audience really enjoys, chances are you'll see your feed from your part of the internet light up with positive posts. This is how I ended up grabbing games like Hollow Knight, which ended up being one of my favorite indie titles. Special thanks to the Portly Gamer for that one. Fantastic channel. Go check him out and in the comments say hi. Tell him I say hi. Photo mode just makes this whole thing better, rather than reading. We get to see the experience of the game. Players can better express their immersion with the game by showing off their favorite moments. We can share those emotions we feel as we discover an Easter egg like Greg Miller's shirtless Spiderman, or the calm of standing on a cliff above Central Hyrule. It helps put good games in our hands. It helps small indie titles find a place for themselves, or help old reluctant bastards like me pick up a game might enjoy. Photo mode can seem lame at times, or even unnecessary at that, but it is an integral part to the gaming community. It's how we find great games and how we share our immersion in those games. I really do hope that we see more photo mode in the future. But now I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about photo mode? Do you think it's completely unnecessary and should be cut completely? Or do you use it all the time? A special thanks to Bob, AJ, Alyssa Be Crazy, Alex, and Mark for all yelling at me, I guess. You can find links to their channels in the description down below. And until next time, Cybert.
Ha!